This is Expert Funda and you are watching on YouTube. So today we are going to see the Leetcode question. So let's begin from here. Okay, let's read the question. So we have given today 93 question number and it is saying restore IP address and we'll do through the Java solution. Okay, so let's read the question here. A valid IP address consists of exactly 4 integers separated by dots, right? Single dots. So each integer is between 0 and 225, right? 255, sorry, and inclusive, and cannot have leading 0, right? As you know, we can take 4 letters, right, in the IP address. So max can be what? 254, 254 and 254 something, right? Like that. 255 max we can take, right? 0 to 255, right? We can take 0 to 55. So it is given and cannot be have leading 0. For example, this is given 0 1 2 3 4 and this is given and valid address, and these are valid address, right? But if we'll talk about these these are invalid. Why? Because you can see here what we have 0, we have given 0 1 1 given, right? So this should not be there. And if we'll talk about here, this is 312 312, right? That is not valid, and this is at the rate is added, so they are invalid data we have, right? So what we can do, we can say give a string s containing only digits, and we have to return all possible IP address that can be performed by inserting dots, right? So you are not allowed to reorder removing any digits, so you may have to return valid IP address in any order, right? So let's suppose we have given this number, right? So what we will do here, starting letter we will do maximum 3 digits we will put together. So we have taken 255, then 255, then 11, then 135, right? Another, if we'll make this consistency, what we will do, 255, 255, triple one and 35 we can use, right? We will use this one here, right, in the next time, so we can make another one. So like this we can make the what we can say IP addresses, right, combinations. If we have given 000, we can make like this, right? And if we have a string like this one, so what we will do, we'll make 1.0.10.23 and like 1.0.1023 and then 1.0.23 10.10.23 and 1.0.1.0.23. Like this we will make all the IP address combination. Make sure we will not take leading 0 like 001 that we have did here, and more than 255 we should not do this one. This is not allowed, this is not allowed, and at the rate has, these are not allowed between the numbers. Okay, and that's all. So let's go to the browser section and we'll do the implementation. We will do we can say backtracking. Okay, the Leetcode coding browser. Okay, and we can see that we have given this method, right? And this method is giving a string as per the question, right? We have given a input a string and we have to find out this one, right? So what we will do here, first of all, we'll see what we have to return. We have to return in list of string, right? What we have to return, list of string. So I'll say that this is our result. Okay, and we have to return the result, and we can say what, this is a array, correct? I'll take this array list like this. Okay, now what we should do, we should do backtrack to to check all the values, right? So how we'll do that? First of all, we'll take a I'm say backtrack, and backtrack function we have, right? So I'll take this function, I'll put what, first of all I'll put this result, we will update each time this result. So I will take this backtrack function as this result, and then what we will do, we'll pass a new IP, right? So for the new IP I'll take array list, we have to make a list, right? Dynamic list. This will be our dynamic starting. I'm passing an empty, you can say empty list, right? I'm passing a empty list, and then I'll pass what, given string we have what, string s, right? Sorry, string we have given s, and another what we should pass, we will pass our uh, index, right? So I'll take integer, right, and that is about our string, and that is what I will take 0, you can say. So three things we have taken. What we have taken result, then we have taken an empty current value, right, and then another current list, we can say, and another will pass what given string and the starting index, we will say. Okay, then what we will do, we will return return the result. This result we will return, right? Now what we should do here, we will create this backtrack function. So what we have taken, these things we have taken. So this function is not returning anything, so I'll take void and I'll pass this method, right? Okay, like this. Then what we have, this is our result. So I'll go here and I'll take and paste on the result. Next I'll take a string. We have, this is already done, right? So this is nothing but what, this is our we'll say list, we can say list, right? This is our list, and this is list of what string we have to take, right? List of string, you can see the output. And what we can say, this is our nothing but our current list, right? Now what we will take, this is our string, so I'll say this is a string. Let me make it big. Now what we should do, this is our starting index, sorry, this is our starting index, so I'll say int start index. This is our starting index, right? So these things we have taken. Now what we should do, we can define the method name also as public or private. So I'll take private method. Now what we should do, we will take size of our we will check for first current size. Okay, let's see. If I'll say if current dot, I'll explain it, don't worry. Current dot size is what, is equal to 4. If current size is 4, correct, IP address should have the length, maximum length of the current IP should be 4, correct? So that we have to take the length of our current IP. If you'll take current IP, you can say, okay. So current IP size equal to what? Our it should be 4, right? We know that IP size should be 4. IP size should be 4, correct? If this is that, then what we will do, we'll take if what will the start index, right? This is a start index. We'll check if start index equal to what, equal to what, s dot length. If the length and the start is both same, right? This is the length function, right? So you can take yeah, length size, length will do. Now what we will do, we have length, right? If the starting index is equal to length, right, what we will do, we will add those value over the result, right? If we are at the last length, so what we will do, this is our result, then we will add what, we'll call add method. We will use a join method, right? So how we'll do the join, so there is a we have a string, right? Already we have a string, so there is string method, is join method is there, right? Yeah, see, the v2 characters we can join, you can say array or list. So I'll do pass dot and between the current, right? Current IP we have taken, right? Current IP. So this we have done. Now if we are not and then as well we have to return, as we have did yesterday, I have not returned the control. So what we should do, if we are at the last index, right, current size is 4 and we are at the last index, what we will do, we will add this and we are not going to do anything, we will return our control from here, right? Now what we should do, we will we have the start, right? So we will start our index from what, starting to, it's always we have to do, we increment our length, right, from a start to +3 you can go, right? So what we will do here, we'll take a variable, we can say int equal to what we can start from start index, and from start index what we have to do, we have to go to its 3 index plus, right? So I'll say start index and plus we can say 3 we can go, right? Or as well as we have to check also the length of the array. So length of the array, sorry, I should be go to also what I can say length of s dot length, right? S dot length, yeah, s dot length, maximum length till we have to go. I either will go to the start index plus 3 or and as well as he has to go maximum length, right? If length is insufficient, length is not there, so we should not go. So we either will do here or we'll make a check, right? So I have put here only what we have taken first. Our starting index is there. Let's suppose what I'm talking about. Let's suppose we have given the, let's see, here we have already given, right? Give me 1 minute. Yeah, you can see we have given this one, right? So if I'll take any of this one, right, any of this, so if this is our starting index, let me take this one, I just here, and these are output, right? So we can take like this. So I was talking about if this is our starting index, right? So it will go to from here 3 more, 2, 3, 4. So we will have how many? 4 we have, right? Maximum 4 we will go, and like that we will join. But if these are not here, let's suppose if these are not here, so maximum it should go to that length on, right? So I think you have understood. Now what we will do, these things we have done, like first we will check our length, right? And then the maximum length of the string we will go, right? Now what we will do, we will take a substring, right, of this string, right? So we'll take s dot what we have substring method, right? So substring method will make a new string, dynamic string you can say. So we have to pass our starting index, right? And then we will pass what its next value, right? So if I'll take I plus, we can say one more value, right? So that starting index and I plus 1 we will take, and we'll say this is our nothing but our segment, right? So I'll take a string, I'll give the name segment, because we are making segment, and each segment we have to validate, right? Now let me go make a condition right here, then we will check what we should validate it. So I'll take one is valid method, is valid method, and it will check what the segment that we have just created. So this will get created, right? We will create that function, don't worry. So what we will do after this is valid, let's see how we will validate it. Okay, so we will create one function, I think this is the method, yeah. After that we will create this is a boolean check, right? So we'll make a, let's say we will say private boolean, and we'll say is valid, right? We are passing our segment. So this is segment is nothing but our string s, right? Or segment string you can also say, right? uh, Either we'll say segment string only, segment string, right? You will remember, or and leave this our seg sg segment we can say, yeah, leave it segment. We'll take segment. So we'll check this segment how we'll make if, and then we will say s we have segment, right? Segment dot what we have length, right? So we'll take its length if segment length is equal to what, 0, or not, or say, or what we will do, if segment dot length is equal to 0, and if greater than 3, then we'll say return what, false. This is not good. Then what we will do, we'll check its character at the uh, index, right? So we'll say this is our segment, and then we'll say caret. There is a function caret, and this will check at index 0. We will check if this is index at what that position is 0, start index, right? After the dot or before the dot, right? If there is 0, right? So now after the in the starting segment, right? With dot dot dot, segment is, you know, na segment is like we have we will create 10 dot 20 dot 30 dot 1922 like this. So here 10 is what? Segment. Here 10 is a segment. Okay, so I'm checking if this segment contains what? Starting is 0, right? Caret 0. If I'll take this segment 10, so 10, it should not be like what 1 0, right? It should be 1 only. So if caret 0 is 0, right? And we can say segment dot, we can take segment dot its length, right? So its length is what? Greater than 1, right? Means it is saying we have two digit we have, right? If its length is greater than 2, or what, its starting character is 0, right? So that should not be happen. So I'll return here, return false 2, right? So both conditions should not match. We can put all these things in one place, but I am making the condition, you will understand. Okay, one more thing we have to take, what at maximum, how many length it should be? Only maximum 3 length, 193. You can see we have taken 193, and for that max 19, max is 255, right? So is max 255 having what? 3 digits, you can say digits. And so that we have taken this one, max 25 should having what? 3 digits maximum we can take. Or if we are taking what? Segment is, let's say 10 we have, right? So that we have taken. So it should not be, if we have 0, right, in the starting position, right, and its length is greater than this. So these are not possible. Okay, now what we will do, we will check another, that we are talking about 255. Max should be 255, right? So I'll take 255 here, and we'll take more condition. Or if the character, right, we'll take that position, we have to convert into what, we have to parse it, right? So there is a parse int function, and we have to pass our what? Segment. If segment is greater than what? 255, that we have talked, right? Max should be what? This one. Then what we will do, return false in both, in these conditions, right? In the last, what we will do, we will return our function if all are good, and then we return true finally. So these are our segment check, right? After the segment is valid, right, what we should do, we will have our current IP. This is our current IP. So on the current IP, we will add this one, right? How do we will add this? This is a list, right? So we will add our segment, right? Say current IP is segment, right? Current IP is added, right? On the current IP, we have added first segment is 10, then 20, then 30, then 192, like that. We will add one by one, correct? After that, because first we have added 10, so we will do the same with the backtrack, right? So we will call our function again. So we are here, only few things we have to change. What we have to change? Our current we have to update. So this was our current IP. The result will remain same. We have to pass current IP. Starting index we have to update, right? That's all, right? We have done. One more thing we have to do. That is what? Always we have to return. We have to do, as you know, current dot, we have to remove from the current size, right? From the current dot size, let me go to the size, and then -1. Last one we have to do. So let me first compile this, then we will summarize this one. So I'm sorry, there should be double equal, correct? I'm sorry. Now what is saying, 255 is greater than 255. Yeah, it should work, right? Percent is greater than 255. Then okay, percent will come, segment of this one will come what? This, right? Pass integer percent, that will be 25. Cannot find the symbol. Okay, spelling mistake. Segment. Now we are getting output is not matching. Why we have also I plus 1. Okay, this index is start is what? I, right? So we have to pass I, correct? Let me do, yeah, this will work. So actually we have started from I, right? I is what? Starting index is 0. Yeah, great. Consistency key. So we are getting start index is 0, right? So we came here, right? And for all the position, right, we have to go with 0, then 0 plus 1, like that. So we have starting index is that we have start from the starting index, and then we will each time I should be updated with 1. Okay. So thank you guys, thank you so much. Please ping me the comment box, in the comment box please ping me the time complexity that we have already discussed, right, in the study class, right? So what will be the time complexity for this one? Okay.